Okay, we're recording. We're here. We're
Episode
back.
three. We're back.
So
First, Carly.
So I
First, I just
tried.
want to say it's
Yes,
good to have. Okay, you go ahead. You go ahead, like usual. You go ahead.
I tried to quit this thing. You'll get that a lot though. Like I think you're okay with it. You're like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, I knew it would just be temporary." You know me a little bit. You know me like a little bit. Like I'm very non-committal. Non-committal. Don't tie me down. Don't make me do something that isn't my
I
idea
would, of
first, you know.
course not. Everything's your idea. How's that possible? Everything's your idea.
So yeah, so I said I didn't want to do this fucking podcast anymore, and here we are. You know
Well, I'm
why?
glad you're
Because you
back.
saw
I'm glad
Chad
you
Noonan
had a.
at your in your building,
Yeah.
and you told me that Chad Noonan was like he couldn't say enough nice things about this podcast.
He had. He had some lovely things to say about you. Yeah, like the podcast.
Are you lying to me?
Yeah,
Are you
it's a good
saying
one.
is that a sarcastic tone? He was saying bad things about me. Very
No,
paranoid.
he's. I said he had some. He said some lovely things about you.
Oh, I love it.
I know you think every no, I know you think people don't like you, and with good reason. But
No, I
I
know
know
they
there
don't.
are, but I know there are people, but I know there are people who do, and people who find you funny. So,
So then, yeah,
but
so you
looks aren't
told me
everything.
that, and I was
Looks
like,
aren't
well,
everything.
sorry.
But looks aren't everything.
Yeah. Okay. So
That's a
I
bad.
just
That's a
wanted
bad
to
joke.
say that, I'm doing this for Chad Noonan is basically so easy. What?
Well, sweet.
Somebody thinks I'm funny. Let's start
Hold on,
recording.
because also the Six Nuts has some incredible things to say about us and the podcast. They're big fans. They love that we watch them, and obviously we appreciate them watching us. And great guys, yeah,
Okay,
really
that's good.
nice.
So you listened to that.
Yeah,
I didn't listen to it.
yeah, it was good. I didn't want to tell you about it because I you had just said you want to take a break, and I didn't want to try to pretend or try to make it seem like I was trying to convince you, like, oh, hey, Carly, people really want our podcast. They love it, and then so I was kind of on the fence about telling you about
Why? Because you were scared
Six
I was going
Nuts
to be
or
like,
Chad.
get away from me. I'm
No,
on a
I felt like
I'm
you'd
on
be
a
like, I
I'm
didn't
on
want
a
to.
break. I'm having a mental breakdown. Get away from me.
Exactly. I didn't want to seem like I was trying to convince you that your break was a bad idea. Like,
Mm,
do what you need to do.
mm. I'm good now though. So
But I did post
what did I tell you?
it
I
took
said
like 2.5 days off. Now all of a sudden,
what did I tell you? I said like I'm on a comedy break and I've never been happier in my life.
well,
Which
it's
is
safe to
quite
say that
true.
many other people it's safe to say that many other people in the community have never been happier in their life either.
Ha ha. Wah wah. Good one.
I'm pulling out all the
Was
dad
that
jokes
what it
today. They're all coming
that
out.
was one of your notes? Make fun of Carly more. Don't make me quit again. Don't
I'm
make
just trying to keep up with you.
yeah. Okay. So what do we want to
No,
talk
but I
about?
also posted in the roast group about how we were taking how we were our podcast is on a break basically.
Yeah, and were there any comments?
No, not really. Couple of reactions, and then a Caesar replied and tagged me and Dustin, but without any comments. I don't know. Anyways, back we're back, and there's nothing you can do about it
Yeah. So the last one, 75
until
views.
Carly takes another break. That's pretty good because it was a long one.
Yeah, but the other one was gaining as well, 188. The first one.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
pretty good.
so that's good. So let's talk about comedy competitions. You know what? Like now that I'm on a comedy break, I was like, I can't believe I ever cared about this stuff.
Yeah, I've been so busy with other stuff. It's like I haven't really watched, but I do know Chad Noonan won the
Yeah,
absolute competition this week. So that's
he
good.
did. Yeah.
Good for him.
That was a
Or
no-brainer.
probably,
Yeah.
well, that woman, I think it was Juliana, who was in my class. She was quite funny when she did her class show last week or 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really? Oh, she was in that class.
So yeah, yeah,
Yeah, she won.
yeah. She had taken the class a couple of times before, I think.
Okay, because I don't know her at all.
She came first on
Yeah.
yeah,
She's
she came first on Tuesday night,
yeah. Yep, she sure did.
and then Chad came first, I think Wednesday. Anyways, that's great. A couple more graduates from Pierre's class.
You betcha. Okay.
Other than that, I don't know. I haven't followed the other ones super closely. The Yuck Yucks, I don't know who some of these people are, so I don't really.
So I'll just go through what I wrote down today. So my night
Okay.
was the last time I did comedy was like maybe three weeks ago or so.
Mm-hmm.
And sad news, I didn't get through. Yeah, yeah,
Unbelievable.
yeah. So I'm just like, what's happening to the world? So, but everybody did really well that night. So I thought I did really well as well. So it was one of those nights.
Mm-hmm.
So Lauren Lane came in first, which is fantastic. And usually there's only one autistic bisexual in a that can go through, but two went through this time, so that was cool.
Jeez.
Scott Yarwood and Jake Brown
Hmm.
showing the world that being autistic and bisexual is not necessarily a niche. It just is what it is. So they both got through with their brand of autistic bisexual humor. Good for them. And then remember what I said about Umar Tayeb?
Well, I picked Umer as well.
No, you didn't. Can we just?
Oh, that's right. I had that wrong.
And then I had
You
said
picked
that
him
he
though.
was going to be good because he was black, and you were like, "Oh, you're racist."
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I didn't say you were racist. You said, was that racist? So you knew it was racist.
Well, well, I was right. Is what I'm telling you. I was right, and he freaking won
Yeah.
the week. He won the week.
Did you see him?
Yeah.
Was he funny?
I couldn't understand a word he was saying. I felt like he was mumbling, and then they just were laughing because I don't know. It was controversial, I guess.
Hmm.
I don't know. I didn't really hear any jokes. I didn't hear because like he went up right after me, and I was all like, nah. I was like, how'd I do, everybody? Gather around me and create a cocoon of love. So I wasn't I wasn't really preparing myself.
Celebrate me. Did you get laughs? Like
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But like it was
of
just like,
course.
I stumbled on a word, so that was like enough.
Yeah.
Because it was so tight. Apparently it was the tightest competition that they'd ever had. And Wardy LePen didn't
Wow.
get through, and he's a killer, right? So
Hmm.
me and Wardy, which, we're solid contenders. We didn't get through. So that just showed that it was just one of those nights.
So
So
is this Yuck Yucks? Is this a are you encouraged to bring people you know? Is it well, like what's the judging based on?
the first night is judges only.
Yeah.
So there's no way you can swing that vote. But the next two are audience members only. So if you pack the house with people that you know,
Yeah.
your chances are much greater.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing that on August 7th. I'm in there at Yuck
Oh,
Yucks.
are you? That I'm there
Yeah.
too. I haven't decided if I'm going yet, but I probably will.
What do you mean? When are you there? Oh, you did Absolute, right? Okay. I thought you. Yeah. Okay. What day are you at Yuck Yucks?
The same day as you.
We're on the same show.
You never remember anything. You're getting worse. Are you taking
Yeah, I am. I think
you
I
need to
got
take your
Joe Biden disease.
you gonna take your vitamins? You have Lyme disease.
No, Joe Biden disease,
Oh, we'll get to that.
dementia,
We'll get
whatever.
to we'll get
Um,
to that later.
I can't believe I must have known that. I'm sure we've talked about that before.
You, yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's
Oh,
move on.
okay. So then Duncan McQuarrie won the next week. He's very strong. He was number one with the judges
Yeah.
and the audience, so
Hmm.
consensus there. And then Chad Noonan won this week with Juliana
So when the
Cordier. You vouched for her
when
being
did the
funny.
she was fine. Yeah.
You're cutting out there, my friend.
The one of the finals for that, like all four of them. Might be me. Oh, now you're back.
Yeah, you had some difficulty there. Okay, so the final is Serge, Omer,
Says my connection is unstable.
yeah,
Yeah.
Duncan, and Chad, and they do a fifth one, which is a wild card. So it's pretty much set for the finals now.
Hmm.
Okay,
And when's that? Next week?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so Yucks is going on as well. I didn't
Yeah.
really pay much attention to that, but I wrote down who got first each night so far. So Duncan again, McQuarrie doing quite well.
Oh wow, that's
Was
good.
first on the first night. Nikki Bobby came in first on his night. Mike LeBlanc was first on his night. Jason Nasrallah. That's on my end. I don't know how to stop this.
What is it?
Matthew Champ. So somebody's calling my kid to play on Roblox, and I can't, like I don't like they think it's him. I'm like I don't know what to do. And Julie DeGaulle last night. Julie DeGaulle.
I don't know Julie Dugas.
Sorry.
I don't know Julie Dugas.
You'll meet her soon. Julie DeGaulle won her night, so that's great.
Okay.
The next night is the 31st night. Shut up! Shut up! I don't know what to do. I'll just talk over it. The
My internet's so
31st.
bad up here.
The 31st. George Gitas is my favorite comic. One of my favorite comics in Ottawa. He just came back from a hiatus. I love him so much. My buddy Hamilton's on the 1st, and you and I are on the 7th with a stacked lineup, which really pisses me off.
Listen, that's going to be the strongest night.
It's the strongest night. Michael Friedman, like, you don't even count, but you could be a wild card. I don't even know. Dustin Visor, he's pretty good. Me, Serge makes the final in the abs competition. Ed Hart is solid. Louise is solid. I don't know Joseph Zambonti.
I've seen his name. That's a tough night. That's a tough night for me.
I don't think I'm making the top 3. I'm going to say Serge, Dustin, Hart, maybe? Ed Hart? You could be in there somewhere. You could be like a third. Anyway, I don't think I'll make it. I'm calling it. I'm calling it.
I don't want to predict that one because we're in it, you know. Mm-hmm. Like obviously in my mind I should be first, right?
Yeah. And then I'm like, who the fuck is Duke Fool? Put Duke Fool on my night.
Who's Duke Fool?
Duke Fool. I want Duke Fool on my night. Why do I have people I recognize? Give me Duke's
Fool. Probably hilarious.
The name like Duke Fool. Listen, I almost named, if I had a boy, a second boy, Duke was the name.
That's terrible.
Not Fool. Not
just
Fool.
Duke.
Just Duke. I like that name. But Duke Fool it's not great. I don't like it.
It could be a hyphenated name, Duke Fool.
Duke, I like your first name.
Duke Fool Saint Germain.
And I don't,
Be good.
obviously, it wouldn't be my fucking last name. I have a husband. I'm not progressive.
You can.
That progressive.
I'm just saying. You can have any first or last name you'd like. 2024.
And then I wouldn't do the hyphenated. That's stupid, you know. I'm practical. Okay, so moving on. What do you have to say for yourself? Anything?
Well, at some point we should relive our or briefly go over our political discussion from last episode where
No, we're not there yet.
I. What else do I have to talk about?
Yeah.
I've
Say
just been so
something
busy
about
at
the
work.
sea.
I honestly haven't paid attention really. I've been busy. I haven't done anything. I've been so busy at work and other crap going on. It's just like I've been writing jokes in my little joke book and stuff like that.
You know, I was discouraged to write jokes at my Absolute Comedy debrief.
What do you mean?
They were like,
Oh, the
yeah, they were like, you have to come here with your polished jokes from 4 years ago. And I'm like, but I want to write new jokes. And they're like, well,
well, I think for the competition, you gotta bring your best stuff, even if it's old and you've done it a million times. That's what I'm gonna do. My best stuff from 3 months ago.
can we not pretend
You
like
know,
you know what you're talking about? Like, I don't like that. You've
I
been
know what
doing
I'm.
it
I
for
know what
like,
I'm.
you did it for five, you've been doing it for 5 minutes. Okay.
Yep.
Can we
I'm just saying. I think
calm
that's
ourselves
true.
down? Calm ourselves
Why
down.
would you bring crappy, untested stuff to a competition? Like
Because
save that
fuck
for
it.
a.
Fuck it. How do I know it's not good? Huh? Fuck it.
Okay, then that's fine. I guess that's why you didn't make it through.
No, I had some killer stuff in there. Okay, so I met the lovely Tim Pragosh that night.
Oh yeah.
So I know all you people are like, oh, he's old, he talks too much, he's weird, we're never going to talk to him or respect him as a human being, as is
Hmm.
the OCC kind of, it's sort of their MO, right? Can we agree on that?
Um. Yeah, there's a lot of young people, and young people like young people. You know,
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, this man
I think
is,
he might be a boomer actually, which makes him.
oh, he's definitely a boomer.
Yeah, I'm kind of suspicious of him then too.
Yeah, you were like, I'm not going to talk to this guy either because he's a loser. But you are
I never
you're
said
so
that.
mean. You're such a horrible person. I
Oh my god.
I give people that, I'm like, hey, I'm going to talk to these people, right? See what they're all about. Listen with my ears. Remember what they say. That kind of thing.
I know because you're such a warm, welcoming person.
I can be. And this man is a gem that you have no idea the stories this man has. He has been in movies. He guest starred on Schitt's Creek.
Hmm.
Okay, he knows
Never heard
people.
of it.
He knows people. He did Second City back in the day. Mike Myers was in his class. This man is a fountain of knowledge. You understand?
Yeah, I do.
So I'm taking advantage of him. I suggest other people do the same. He reminds me of Henry Winkler. He's a
Yeah.
very sweet, sweet, kind of like a Christmassy kind of man.
Hmm. I like Christmassy, man.
Yeah, very loving, very willing to tell you all kinds of stories about his past. But the thing is, you gotta listen. You gotta listen, and you gotta
Oh,
understand
it's
what
not
he's
my strong point.
trying to say, trying to hear what he has to say because it's very valuable.
Hmm.
And He's currently teaching a sketch comedy class at the Ottawa Acting Studio on Bank Street. I was in it. I had to pull out at the last minute, but then I'm going to be taking it in the fall. So if anybody wants to join me, sketch comedy. It's not improv. Improv is not writing things down. Sketch comedy is writing it down, then doing it.
Yeah.
The art of sketch comedy is dead in Canada, according to Mr. Prakash, and I agree with him. And I think it's a natural progression in any form of comedy to be doing some sort of sketch comedy, whether you know you're doing it or not. I think it's a valuable skill to learn. And I'm all about taking a
I mean,
class. You know, I've got the money. I like to take
yeah,
a class. I like to be told how to proceed.
yeah.
You're a class taker as well.
Well, I mean, I like sketch comedy. I'm not just going to take any old class. Um, but yeah, I didn't know how to start in comedy, and the class seemed
Yeah.
Pierre's class seemed like a logical first thing to do. So,
Mhm.
but now look at me, you know, got a podcast. I don't
You
know.
have to start saying funny stuff. Like you're not talking at all. You're just sitting there distracted.
I'm looking at the lake. I'm like, there's beer in the fridge.
Yeah, there's
Boats
always
going
beer in the
by.
yeah, and no matter where you are, there's beer in the fridge.
Um,
Okay, so
but
how
I
have your
do have some quality material for our sketch troupe that we form. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Okay, we're not talking about it right now. Okay, so you've said you've done no shows. I thought you did some shows last week.
No, I went to Meow to do the lotto. I think a couple of people bailed, so Zach said I could get on for sure. But then my kid locked themselves out of my building or something, and I needed to go let them in, so I had to leave. And then I had hockey, so I just didn't do it. And then this week, I'm such an idiot. I'm like, I'm on Eddie's, the next Eddie's show, and I've done this before. The last show I was on too, but the last time I went for the lotto, I went on the wrong Wednesday. Like it's only every 2 weeks. So like 2 days ago, I'm like, oh, I'm all ready and I'm working on my set for the competition. I'm like, it's all good. I'm like, huh. I walk down, I'm like, there's nobody here. I realized wrong date.
So it's next week.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, when we're on a podcast, your stories have to have like some sort of interesting part to them.
You know what? I feel like you're right. Um, they do, and they should. And today they don't. I'm tired. I was out late. I was drunk. Didn't sleep much.
Oh my god, you should take a comedy break. I'm so rested right now. I slept for like 2 weeks, and I'm like,
Your
hey,
break
let's
was only
get
like
up
four
and
days.
do the podcast. Sorry,
Your break was only 4 days long.
no,
I
it was a good
was I was
it was a
sad
good
that when
week and
you
a half.
texted
I
me.
I slept. I had to sleep because I couldn't stay awake. I
What
feel
prompted your break? You just didn't feel like you just needed to collect your thoughts. What was the?
yeah, you know, when you're like like as a human, you know, and then you just sort of have a breakdown.
Oh yeah,
It's very common.
yeah. I'm familiar with those. The
Very
that
very
noise
common.
that noise you just made like just shattered all the glass around me. I think that squeal.
Yeah, so I'm rested. I think it was just I was tired. And
Yeah,
going out like once a week and preparing for shows, like it's taxing. Plus you've got all
it
the
is
other
hard. Yeah,
it's got you got all the other shit going on. You got to reprioritize your life, stuff like that. So it's going well.
you got a
I've
parent. You
been
got a.
working like a dog. Value Village won't leave me alone. Everybody's on
It's
vacation.
unbelievable.
I've got like 30 hours a week. I'm like, what the fuck is this? 30 hours a week. I'm closing every night. I live there.
Ridiculous.
I just sleep on the trash bags in the back.
So
I,
when you see something cool come in, do you sort of put it aside and take it home?
no, I'm not even at that level because the sorters do that in the
Do they
back.
do that? Do
I
they
think they
take
do.
cool stuff?
I think they do. And then we've got a rule actually that people that work there have to wait like 48 hours for the stuff to be on the floor. So they really screw us over, you know. But like, I don't know. There's no time to shop.
But they must
I can't shop. I'm working.
but they must get good stuff. Like I know I've dropped good stuff off there, and I know there are other people must just they just want to get it out of their house. And like I'm just dropping this shit off at Value Village, and Like
There's
I
lots of
threw some
pickup.
golf clubs in there one day, and I'm like, they're still in great condition. Like somebody's gonna grab these before they even make it to the floor, as we say in the retail business.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, like honestly, I don't know, but I'm working. There's tons of stuff, and people are buying like crazy, like crazy. Like it's fucking
Crazy.
crazy. And lots of families with kids out of control, screaming children for
Mm,
hours. It really grates on the nerve, you know? I
I
was
hear
this
you.
close. You know how I like to quit things? I was this close. I was like, that's it. I was on my lunch break and I was like, okay, had my boss not been in with somebody the whole time I was on lunch break, I was like, I was ready. I was like, here's my 2 weeks notice. But then I'm didn't do it. And I'm there. I'm there. I'm working 5 consecutive days in a row.
Jeez,
I don't know how I'm going to do it.
you're like a regular person with a
I
job.
can't. I can't.
Like
Do you,
it's
do
crazy.
you understand what's happening here?
I know. This is my
I
like.
live
I
a
don't know.
life
My
of
this is my.
leisure, and now I'm
I don't know how
working
many weeks
five
in a
days a
row.
week.
Yeah,
5 days a week. I can't. Like
I worked 5. I worked 5 days this week. That's my fifth day right now. Crazy.
I don't believe you. You work for the government, so
Believe me.
you might as well be unemployed, like me. Okay, let's get into the CNN. Lots of discussion here. Did you catch the assassination attempt?
Yeah, I caught that. Yeah, I mean you couldn't miss it.
It's got the
Um,
little tip of his ear.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
there was a nice bandage. Yeah.
Lots of speculation that it was just this, just like shrapnel from something. The bullet hit like the teleprompter or something else that hit him. Um,
I don't think that's relevant. He dodged a bullet. He dodged the bullet. But did you hear the chatter after that? Like they were gonna spin it like he was gonna be like this reincarnated person that was more human. And
well,
then
that's
he was
how he's
like,
tried to come across. He
no,
just couldn't hold. He
I don't
couldn't
think he
restrain
ever.
himself.
I
And in
don't.
his
I don't
speech,
even
he
think.
tried to.
No, they tried to create that buzz, and
Hmm.
they talked about it quite a bit, and then he came out and did a speech, and it was like
No,
5 minutes
no.
in,
His
and you're
speech,
like,
he did say some things like that in the speech, like how he's like only here due to the whatever God, and then he's
no,
like, we
no,
need to find
no,
a new
no,
tone and working together, and he did
no.
say
He
these
didn't say
things.
that. Did you watch it? You didn't watch it again.
Yes, I watched it. Yes, I did.
Did you hear about the chart? Oh, that was the best
Yeah,
part. The greatest chart that has ever been made, the best chart that's ever been charted. And if I hadn't turned
and then
my
he
head,
kissed.
I didn't turn my head to look at the chart. I was like, he wasn't praising God, he was praising the chart. It was the chart that saved his life. The Simpson episode with
In
the
chart we trust, in rod we trust.
In
Yeah,
Rod We Trust.
yeah.
He was
No, but you should.
There was no
I ask you to
reference
go
to
back
God.
and
It was
read.
the rod that saved the monorail. Do you understand?
Go back and read the transcript, and you'll see that I'm right. Just like I was right when I said that Biden needs to step down, and he did, and we are in a new glorious time right now
Are we?
as far as U.S.
Are we
politics goes.
energized? It's like a Red Bull commercial. We are energized. Who's energized? Are we?
Everyone's energized.
It's like we're drinking Mountain Dew over here. It's amazing. Kamala is brat, whatever that is. We don't even understand
Yeah,
that reference. We're so old.
yeah, I know,
Do you watch
I
Stephen
know.
Colbert's monologues? Oh
I watch every night.
God, so fucking funny. Did you see that
Yeah,
he was taught that brat dance?
yeah, I did. I watched that episode, and did you see
No,
this?
what
This is
episode?
the
It
real.
was 4 episodes in a row because he took the
The
time
first
to
one he
learn that
did, where
dance,
yeah,
and then he had to do it like for 4 days in a row because he's like, I learned this
yeah,
dance. I have to show
it
everybody.
was the first one. Did you remember this picture? It was from I think Monday's episode.
Ugh.
Yes, with
Yeah,
Glenn.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Are you
Looks just like
comparing?
me.
Are you just because you have the first name as this man? You think you're you're allowed to compare yourself to him?
When I saw the poster, I just thought that's so funny. That's my name, and the guy looks exactly like me.
It does not. Twister. Were you in Twister? Were you
Twisters. It's
were
called
you in
Twisters.
Twister?
The first one wasn't that Bill Paxton or Bill Buxton or something
Yeah,
like
he's
that?
dead.
Or
He's dead.
oh, geez,
Way to bring it down. Way to bring down
I'm
the
sorry.
podcast with that reference.
Can I just say I started watching that show For Those About to Die? I think it's called on Amazon. It's
What's it
set in
called?
like For Those About to Die. It's
Okay.
set in ancient Rome, like 70 AD or something. It's horrible. It's so bad. That's my review. Don't watch it.
Why would we anyway?
Well, some people like historical fiction. I think it's trying to sell it as like a Game of Thrones style, but in
No, they have
Rome,
that.
ancient Rome.
No, they have that dragon one going right now. That's the Game of Thrones one.
No, I know. I'm not saying it is Game of Thrones. I think I'm trying to sell it as that.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for the clarification. Why are you mentioning random shows that nobody's gonna watch anyway?
Because you
I'll
brought
tell you
up
what to watch.
Twisters,
I'm the queen.
Twister.
I know what to watch. I know what to watch. There's nothing going on right now in the
You know what
world.
I just finished watching?
What?
That new Presumed Innocent with Jake Gyllenhaal. It's just finished. It's just come out. The last episode was like 2 nights ago.
Okay. And then is that any good?
Um, it's okay. There was a movie done of it in the 90s,
Yeah, I know. With
like
Harrison
one of
Ford?
those legal thrillers. Yeah, Harrison Ford.
Was it a movie
Um,
or a show?
this was a show, an 8-part series, and yeah,
I don't get that
it
one.
was
Is that
long and
Amazon?
it was long and drawn out. I don't know. It's on my special TV. I don't know what service it's on.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I just finished watching Homicide LA on Netflix.
Oh,
So
I
that's
didn't know there
like,
was an LA one.
yeah, like did you watch
Hmm.
the New York City one?
Yeah,
That was good.
that was like 30 years ago.
What are you talking about?
Homicide? You mean Homicide: Life on the Streets? Right? Yeah, the original.
No, it's like the guy from Law and Order, but it's real, like the real
Oh,
episodes with
okay. That
the
sounds cool.
actual detectives.
That sounds good. I haven't watched those, but I like those.
It's pretty good. So it's just like a regular crime show, but like they have the actual
Hmm.
detectives that work the case, and they're hilarious. They're like fuck this and
Hmm.
fuck that, and they're like, they're like, like they're real people. So I like it.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
mean,
look
like
that. I'll
they're
check that out.
glorified Datelines. I mean, obviously the husband
Yeah,
did
yeah.
it. So predictable.
Well, I like how we've branched off into a new segment.
What
On
you watching? What you
what
watching?
you what you watching?
Um. Okay, so what else am I saying? Oh, I watched the third season of The Bear. I watched that.
No, I don't like that show.
So sad. I love it though.
What?
The Bear.
The show's that?
Yeah,
Is it? It's fiction? Yeah.
yeah. It's really
Because I watched the
heavy. It's
first
really
episode.
heavy.
I watched the first episode. Everybody's like, "Oh, you go watch the show, The Bear." So I watched it. I'm like, "This is just stupid."
No, it was
It's
really
like
good.
I didn't like it.
Well, you don't have any emotion, so like you gotta like you get emotionally invested.
All right. Well, I don't know how to answer that.
It's about cooking, but cooking is a metaphor
Stupid. Oh yeah. For
to
what?
life.
Other cooking?
To life.
Oh.
Okay, so then did you watch the GOP convention? What a fucking shit show. Did you watch any of that?
Yeah, I watched it in and out, like here and there when somebody big was on. I mean, that Kimberly Guilfoyle still astounds me. Like she's so weird.
Who's that
You
one?
know, Trump's that's either Eric or Don Jr.'s wife, the brown-haired one with like the million
Yeah.
dollars worth of Botox. Like she's
Yeah.
so weird.
My
Remember
mother,
4 years ago she was up there like they did videos of her and she was on stage like screaming like a freak.
My mother, I was on the phone with her. She described what this woman looked like for like 30 minutes.
It's yeah,
She's like, I've never seen anything
it's
like it.
shocking.
The
Yeah,
boobs and the hair and the face and the. She went on and on.
she
I was
does.
like,
Yeah, she
yeah,
tends to
so
go on and on,
on and on. Anyway, my mom had
like all
COVID,
women.
and
Oh no, it's going around.
yeah, it's prevalent. Anyway, so
Is
she
that what
got.
you had
No, I didn't have
two or
it.
3 weeks ago?
No, I was fine.
Okay.
And she has COVID, and she was like, she's watching CNN around the clock. Like she's just, on top of it. She's like, it's the best reality show going. It's so good. And she's like, I'm calling it. I'm calling it next week. Biden resigns, whatever. And she was right. No, I don't take your opinion. You're just a follower. But like my mom, she has a little bit of insight. She's got a little bit going something going on upstairs. And she
Um,
called it. She's
the
like, I'm calling it. And you know what else we're calling?
well,
Kamala Harris, as much as we're all energized, has no chance in hell
yes, she does.
of
No, don't
winning.
don't Charlie, don't be wrong again. You
Are
were
you
wrong our
kidding
last
me?
episode. Our last episode, I told you what was going to happen.
And what's going to
You
happen?
pretended you knew what you're talking about.
What's going to happen?
Kamala will be fine. It's a different world now. She's going to be just fine. She's going to win, no problem. What's the date? July 26th, 1:44 p.m. I'm calling it.
You're not calling nothing. I'm a Hillary Clinton era kind of
She's not running.
God damn. She deserved it so much more than this woman. But, I'll vote for her too, even though I have no
Who?
right to. I'm voting for you,
Oh my
Kamala.
God. Don't start that.
I'm voting for you. I love you. And she
You're
doesn't
gonna
have a
get the
chance in hell is the point. My mother agrees with me. We've talked it out. Not a chance in hell. Do you know how sexist the Americans are? They're more sexist than they are racist. Put that into perspective.
go on. They're pretty racist. But like they say, it's about how she's getting all these young people involved, and it's just she's 20 years younger than Trump. She's smarter. She's got personality, and she's got the entire Biden campaign and Democratic, like unified Democratic party behind her.
Yeah, I watch CNN nonstop. All the words you said are just completely plagiarized. Do you have anything of your own ideas to say?
I think you might be a convoy supporter, like in
Who?
disguise. You,
What?
yeah, you don't like Kamala.
I love her.
Um,
I said she has no chance in hell.
okay, I have faith. I believe women can do big, important things. You know,
And I am a misogynist.
exactly.
Victim. I'm a misogynist victim, and I know how the world works. Victim. Victim.
Okay, what else do we have to talk about? I feel like we're
Can
going
you like
downhill
you?
here.
I said, can you come up with some topics? Can you figure out what to say? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll write
No,
some
when
stuff
you
down.
texted me and said let's record an episode, and I was just like I said, I was just like, yes, I can't let Carly get away again. I gotta get her back and record episode number 3. And yeah, it hasn't been the most thrilling or interesting episode,
Okay.
but
Our lives. Yeah. So I'm just working like a dog at Value Village. I'm having no summer. I look outside and I'm in the store and I look outside and I see life happening outside the window. I see the sun coming through the window and I'm in prison. I'm stuck in prison picking up the clothes off the floor and listening to families' children scream and cry for hours and hours on end.
well, Fortunately, I don't have to stare out at the Valley Village parking lot every day from my workplace. I'm busy with work. I'm busy doing other stuff, hanging out at the cottage, trying to keep my kids happy.
Yeah, good luck with that.
It's the impossible task.
My kids are on they're at camp. They were on camp last week. They were at camp this
What
week,
kind of
and
camp?
one more week of freedom next week, and then they're home.
Hmm.
Fuck's sake, I don't know, So I'm good. That's why I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping.
You're catching up.
Yeah, but I
What kind of
planned
camp
some
do they
stuff.
do?
Sorry.
What kind of camp do they do?
So my daughter took a pottery dance. Two things you would not
Wow.
think would go together.
No. You'd think they'd be bad to have together.
Yeah, but she did a pot. She does potter. She did pottery in the morning, and then in the afternoon they'd do a coordinated dance.
Hmm. Um. Hey, do you ever watch that Kill Tony on YouTube? Okay, forget it then.
But Aaron Belial was on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, no way. That's kind
and
of
I
cool.
think Roseanne Barr was on that show as well, and she said that she would take him under her wing.
Well, I think I saw that show.
But
Well, I've seen a show with her. I'll have to go back and watch it.
yeah, no, I know. It's like like they just like roast each other or something.
No, no, they have it's like a sort of a panel thing in front of a crowd, and then they have a bucket. It's like an open mic night basically, but with like 200 or 300 people with their names in the bucket, and they pull your name out, and you go up and you do like a minute of stand up. And it's only a minute, so it's like just sort of it's not great. There's very few people, well, that I find funny, but whatever. It doesn't mean they're not funny, but I'm just saying it's not.
It's all unknown
Yeah,
people.
the comedy's not great. Yeah, it's all unknown people. They have a fefew people that they have as regulars on the show who sort of show up and do a little bit every episode. So you do a minute, and then the panel kind of asks you, or the host Tony asks you questions about your life, interesting stuff, and then him and the other panelists sort of roast you as he's asking you, and you're answering questions and stuff like that. So it's good. My own bring it up because the recent episode they had like Shane Gillis as Donald Trump, and then that comedian who does that Dr. Phil character. I don't know his real name, but anyway, so he was Joe Biden, and it was pretty good. It was just the commentary from those two was worth watching the episode.
Yeah, yeah, it's funny shit's going on with the world of American politics. And then they had
Wow.
Netanyahu there yesterday, and it's like all real news. And I'm like, I can't watch real news. I'm here for
Well, I
the
saw somebody
I'm here for the
saw
fake
somebody was
news.
pissed about his somebody was pissed about what Netanyahu said. I didn't actually read it or see anything about it yet, but
Well, his message was basically, "Oh, nobody's gonna tell me what to do."
right. Well,
So
let's not get into
real
those kind
news,
of
yeah.
politics. Let's keep it
Keep it light.
fake politics, U.S., Canada,
Keep it.
stuff like that.
Oh my god, so funny. So funny. Okay,
Okay,
well, I don't
well,
know.
you know what? Let's cut her short. How long are
Okay,
we
well, I
doing
mean,
this for?
after this, I'm gonna give you a lot of shit because you didn't come prepared. One, you don't.
Carly?
You have no ability to tell funny or interesting stories.
Today I'm not feeling it. I was so happy to have you back in the podcast universe, back on You Are Not Funny. I was like, I'm just doing it. I'm not ready. I'm just gonna do it.
And number
Well,
three,
I said it.
and number three is I don't know that you are funny. I mean, I think we really hit the nail on the head with this title. What do you think?
I agree. I agree.
I come prepared, rested after a mental breakdown. You have nothing to offer.
You've had 2
I thought
weeks
you
to
were I
prepare.
thought you were in the scene. I thought you were my eyes and ears in the scene. You're going out every
I
night.
haven't been
What have you
I haven't
been
been
doing?
doing anything lately. I've been busy doing real life stuff. I'm sorry.
Me too.
Comedy's a hobby for me.
Me too.
Um,
That's why I'm on a break. I'm on a break cuz I got to reconnect with my life.
I want you to listen to me. Next episode, I'm coming prepared. Everyone, be ready.
And I don't want to interview people cuz that's stupid.
Okay, whatever.
We can barely keep a conversation going. We need to increase our skills before we even get to that point. You understand?
We're normally good. Today, I wasn't feeling it, and our subject matter was questionable. I think we've gone on a little too long.
Well, I'm trying to end strong here. I know we got to cut it off, but I'm trying to end strong.
Actually, last week at Meow, I didn't get up to do my set, but I did tell Zach that he won't be interviewed because our podcast is over because Carly dumped me. That's what I told him.
And what did he say?
Nothing. He was. Everybody was quite curious about what happened and why you're not doing it, and but I just said I don't know. Hamilton said she's just taking a break. So
Hamilton's my real friend in comedy, okay?
I
So,
know.
like, after Thursday, I get a text message. He's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "What the fuck did that guy say about me? What
Who,
did Glenn
me?
say? Oh, that you're not doing the podcast anymore." I was like, "I'm just trying to get rid of him. Just trying to get him off the Rolodex, you know? Gotta take a break. I gotta get a break. I gotta get a break." So anyway, he understood. He's like, "Carly, if you need anybody to talk to, I'm here." This is a true man, a true gentleman, a true
I'm quite nice to
friend.
you. I'm quite nice to you in private. Like I always have time for your abusive texts and like
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm not even gonna text you about this. I'm gonna tell you to your fucking face. This was a disaster. This is all your fault.
yeah, this
This
wasn't a
is
strong
why
episode.
I'm the creative genius, obviously, of this thing. So much
I
the
agree.
pressure on my shoulders.
Well, I feel it now. Believe me, I know what it's like to live a day in your shoes or to walk a mile in your shoes. And next episode, I'm coming. I'm bringing it.
I don't get to go to I don't get to go to the what we call it the chalet. I don't get to go to the chalet, the cottage.
Hmm. Well, it's unfortunate.
I'm working like a dog. You don't know
Okay,
how you
well,
don't know. All right, yeah, fine. We need to be out in the scene to have stuff to say. Do you have a show?
hey,
You have nothing this week? You don't have a show? You don't have a
you
show
know what?
next week? What do you have next week?
Okay, what's next week? What week do we have? So yes, next week is the Eddie's show on the 31st.
Uh-huh.
Um, I think I put my name in for No Forks for the month of August. So maybe I'll get that. Oh, actually, I'm going to Hamilton again. Oh no, that's later in August. I'm doing that August 7th show with you at Yuck Yucks, and then I'm going back to Hamilton on the 14th
To
for a
do
show for
another
the Hamilton Retired Police Association.
and that's through your cousin again?
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
cool.
actually, it's through the president. It's actually through the president of the association who I met at the other show in Hamilton, and she's like, "Oh, I want you to come down. I'm doing a show in the summer for the organization that I work for." So I was like, "Sure." So spend a couple $100 on gas, maybe make 20.
Hello? All right, that's it. Bye.